Mortal Kombat came out in 1995 and ran 1 hour 41 minutes. They didn't waste time with the title sequence like I hate, right into fighting. Nice. And more accurately than into fighting, it's into the killing. Shang Tsung says Liu Kang is next as he kills Liu's brother. This was a nightmare to Liu Kang, but Liu doesn't understand what is happening. He knows his brother is dead, but he doesn't understand who Shang Tsung is. The movie then cuts to Hong Kong, where Sonya Blade and Jackson Briggs are hunting down Kano. For some reason, Shang Tsung is the backer of Kano. I don't really get that one, because to me, Kano is like a dirty, no good, like, what would you call it? Like, arms dealer almost, like him and the Black Dragon Syndicate, or a syndicate full of bad dudes. Kano isn't sure why, but Shang Tsung wants Sonya at the tournament, the Mortal Kombat tournament. This thing is moving at a fast pace. I like that. Shoot first, ask questions never philosophy. Now we're in LA. Johnny Cage is on the set of a movie. Cage gets invited to the tournament to prove he is a real fighter, since the public doubt his skills. Shang Tsung is disguised when he invites Johnny to the tournament, so again, Shang Tsung wants just certain humans to participate, and I really don't get why, but one of them is Liu Kang. He says he doesn't believe in the tournament, which is weird, or any of what his people's old ways have taught him. That is until Raiden appears and calls out Liu Kang, saying that vengeance is simpler than believing, and Liu's grandfather blames television, which was quite amusing. When Johnny Cage first meets Liu Kang, he treats him as if he is a servant or like a bellhop for this massive boat that is taking all of the competitors to the tournament. So Liu tosses Johnny's luggage into the water. It's such a beautiful ship that they are getting on for this fight. When Sonya sees Kano, she follows him onto the big boat. No idea why, but Sonya pulls her gun on Johnny as soon as she meets him. Sonya accuses Johnny Cage of knowing anything about Kano, and that's the oddest choice so far that this movie has made, because Sonya is so one-track minded, and things are getting stranger when Shang Tsung says to Sonya, "It is an honor to meet you." Why would it be an honor to meet her? Now Johnny is telling Shang to be nice to Sonya as if she wasn't just terrible to him. This whole exchange is, I don't know, kind of stupid. Enter Sub-Zero and Scorpion, who appear to be, I don't know, enslaved to Shang Tsung. This is, I don't know, just everything has gotten really not cool. Raiden pops in to stop them from fighting, which I guess they were going to do. I don't know. It's awkward. Things just, they feel weird, and it's explained that they're not allowed to fight until they get to Outworld. I wish they'd have cast Clancy Brown for Raiden. The actor who is playing Raiden just feels, I don't know, like he doesn't fit to me. When they enter Outworld, Shang Tsung says, "It has begun," and Sonya tries to radio Jax, as if she can't wrap her head around the idea that they're no longer on Earth. Or, as Mortal Kombat calls it, in Earth realm. Interesting development when Johnny and Sonya are now the ones in disbelief, and Liu seems to be fully on board with his heritage. My goodness, Reptile looks like trash. His introduction was lame. At least Katana looks cool and is treated with respect. This pre-fight dining hall scene, is it the inspiration for Harry Potter's Sorting Hat stuff? Because I'd believe it if somebody told me it was. It's just big, beautiful, majestic. Mortal Kombat's reigning champion is Goro, and he is money. Shang Tsung has these masked nobodies, ruin dinner, and sacrifices one to Sub-Zero, I guess just to make a point. I don't know why, really. Shang is so happy with himself and says, flawless victory. It's as if they're intentionally just shoving things in there from the game. Lu and Sonya both want Shang, like to get at him. Johnny is in no such rush. He's just a fun fool, and that is why I wish that Mike Mizanin would have gotten the role instead of Carl Urban in the upcoming sequel to the 2021 movie. No knock on Carl Urban, who's a great actor, but The Miz is just a great... He's great at being a fool, the funny character. Mike Mizanin is just... I don't know, he's... Even back in his real world Road Rules days, he's been so good at being the comic relief, if you will. That's why I wish he would have gotten that role. But hey, love Carl Urban. Sure will do a great job. Kano and Prince Goro are hanging out, and these two are among my favorite bad dudes. Just two cool guys. Why does Shang Tsung want Sonya Blade humiliated so much? I hope this setup has a payoff. This movie talks about Emperor Shao Kahn a lot without ever showing him, which I find puzzling. Kitana attempts to help the Earthrealm folks, but Johnny isn't interested in help. He is out to prove to himself and the world/worlds that he is the best. Reptile returns and spits in Lu's face. More faceless goons, of course. The heroes take them out easily. Raiden claps for the babyfaces beating the easy fodder, and Johnny makes jokes about them being dumb and ugly and the good guys standing tall. Lu is up first in the tournament, and he is taking on a guy I know as The Machine from Fox Saturday morning shows, or the Fox Saturday morning show, World Martial Arts Council, or WMAC for short, Masters. One thing I felt about that show was it wanted to be pro wrestling so very, very badly. And it almost feels like it's a prototype for what would go on to be a very interesting and compelling wrestling show, that being Lucha Underground, with deep lore and unique setup. Time is so crazy. Like, even they had similar championship belts. Now, WMAC Masters show championship was kind of janky, and Lucha Underground's Gift of the Gods title was the far superior version of the belt style. But, I still feel like Lucha Underground took a little inspiration from that show. And clearly the New Day were impacted since they had gear based around the show as well. Fight 2, Kano versus Sonya. Why is Shang so obsessed with Sonya? Oh dang, Sonya killed Kano. Not a fan of that because I like Kano. Fight 3, Johnny Cage versus Scorpion. This fight is the worst. A big CGI fail. This and Reptile are just ugly to look at. It has been so long since I watched this movie. I didn't remember any of the bad effects and the lack of logic, because even though Johnny defeats Scorpion, they don't explain how he gets out of this hell-like place that Scorpion took him. Shang Tsung watches as Kitana fights Liu Kang on like a beach thing, and they're more sparring or dancing than actually fighting. And this whole thing feels like it was done as a reshoot to explain how Liu Kang can know how to beat Sub-Zero. But maybe I'm wrong, but Liu just needs to be smart enough to know that a guy who can freeze things could also be frozen. Kind of like, an ice tray can be frozen. I don't know. It just seems weird that you think you need to tell the audience that, hey, this guy needs her help. This thing has fallen hard from the start. I mean, because when it started out, I was all right, but like from just a certain point on, it's fallen hard, and it's kind of lost me. Almost any semblance of being logical or coherent is gone at this point. I was fine with the setup, but the tournament itself has felt very off. Raiden giving the humans a pep talk feels unnecessary. They're doing nothing but winning, so what's the point in you rah-rahing them along? At least Johnny is a fun dude, and this movie might be ridiculous, but he's enjoyable. Cage challenges Goro, and Johnny is smart. He starts with a low blow and finishes the fight with kicking Goro off a ledge. Shang Tsung then challenges Sonya Blade to Mortal Kombat, and this is why he has been messing with her all movie long. Shang wants Sonya to accept his challenge because I guess there's some weird glitch in the Matrix where if she doesn't say, yeah, I'm with you on that fight, then it's not the actual final fight of Mortal Kombat. I don't know, weird. Raiden gathers Liu and Johnny to have them go try and save Sonya from this attempted fight. We're now in a big tower where Shang Tsung killed Liu's brother. It's a nice callback to the beginning when things weren't terrible. Unfortunately, Reptile reappears and is super pathetic. This stupid reptile can reanimate corpses to fight with. Alright, I guess. But Liu Kang eventually beats the corpse reptile thing that he was inhabiting and then turns Reptile into dust. It was a very long and excruciating fight for no reason. Kitana warns Liu he'll have to face 3 challenges in this what I assume to be final fight. And I also assume the 3 challenges are in reference to the 3 falls that the fights have in the game. I feel like the actress playing Kitana was very regal, so that was a good job casting. Shang Tsung releases all the spirits of his slain challengers to have them go at Liu Kang, but in that, he makes the mistake, and Liu talks to the spirit of his brother, and long story short, Liu Kang wins, which is good. Overall, I give the movie not a good, but a fine, a 3 out of 5. And since we didn't end with that powerful moment where Liu gets to talk to his brother and tells him to go in peace, we instead end on terrible CGI, finally showing Shao Kahn and a bunch of minions, setting up an unnecessary sequel. Who needed this? Not me. I'm not looking forward to this sequel, Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Whether it's your first time here or you're a regular here at Mr. Super Oz, I just want to thank you for tuning in to the channel. It exists because I, Oz, from the channel Mr. Super Oz, I wrote a 68-page graphic novel called Everlasting Survivors. Volume 1 is called All Day Long. If you follow the link in the description of this video, you can get yourself hats, shirts, posters, all kinds of fun things. But most importantly, you can get the story itself. And the more people that pick up the story, the greater the chances are that there can be continued adventures with these heroes. If you could, give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, leave a comment, enjoy. Mortal Kombat Annihilation came out in 1997 and ran for 1 hour, 34 minutes. The ending of the 1995 film makes me very uneasy about this. From the start, Raiden recaps the last movie, as if nobody watched it. Which, I don't know, maybe they didn't, I'm not sure. But if they didn't, why are we making this? Anyway, we then pick up right where the last movie left off, only with a couple of very noticeable changes, those being Johnny Cage and Sonya Blade both being recast. And neither of these new actors feel on the same quality of the prior two. Shao Kahn and his Earth invasion crew all visually look bad. I am not happy that I put this movie on. Please improve, and please do it quickly. The Shao Kahn is not believable as a top bad guy. Johnny goes to help Sonya and gets killed like it was nothing. Yeah, not a fan of the treatment of this guy that I was a fan of in the prior film. Even the idea of this movie is ridiculous. Earthrealm and Outworld are coming together, like combining, which is, I don't know, it's like breaking of the one of the main rules of the game, that when Earth wins, it stays safe for a generation. Can we just destroy the Earth and kill all the good guys and here in the open? That way that we can move on and be done in about 10 minutes. That'd be super great. Let's just wrap it all up and put a bow on it and be done. Raiden says Kitana's dead mother, Sindel, is the key to ending the merger of the realms. How does he know this? No clue. Is he making it all up? Maybe. Does any of this matter? Probably not. Raiden, Sonya, Kitana, and Liu all run away. At least Kitana and Liu are still done alright. As they are in this state of running away, Raiden does a bunch of weird exposition explaining that there are these underground tunnels that allow fast travel on Earth. Blah, blah, blah. It all is just a waste. But while he's explaining that the team needs to split up and he's going to go talk to the Elder Gods, all I can think is I want to turn this off. Sonya is sent to find Jax, and Liu must go on a vision quest with Nightwolf to find his inner spirit animal or some such nonsense. Kitana is with Liu, but given no mission because she's about to get taken to Shao Kahn by Scorpion, but not until Smoke and Sub-Zero, another one, and a bunch of faceless ninjas show up. Smoke gets beat by Sub-Zero fairly alright, kind of fight, I mean, it's okie dokie. This, Sub-Zero explains to Kitana and Liu Kang that it was his brother that Liu killed in the prior film. They're using that Defenders of the Realm storyline. That's nice, but we don't get the Luke Perry, so less good. This Sub-Zero has a pretty good fight with Scorpion. Possibly the best thing the whole movie's done, definitely as of so far. Then Scorpion poofs away with Kitana because it was all, I don't know, a trap or pointless. I mean, everything feels pointless. Sub-Zero tells Liu that this loss proves he wasn't ready to face Shao Kahn. And then the movie cuts to Sonya going to a lab to find Jax. And man, am I sick of this franchise. Having the heroes face pointless ninjas. Here come a bunch more pointless, faceless ninjas. Cyrax is here also, and mostly Jax and Sonya face the nobodies and beat Cyrax. The special effects suck, and the movie's not that good. Jax has added entertainment value, kind of stepped up, taking the place of that missing spot from losing Johnny Cage. But I feel like overall, the movie is dramatically worse than the first. Worse actors, worse effects, even worse from like shot choices so far, and they cut way too much. They can't stick with one storyline or place, and possibly the worst of the worst is Shao Kahn isn't even a good top bad guy. He's just a crybaby child trying to please his weird daddy character that I don't even know what his purpose is. I mean, it gets revealed later that he's also the father of Raiden, and Raiden and Shao Kahn are brothers, and blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, do I care? No. I'm lost, and this is dumb, and I just don't want to finish. Most of the film feels pointless, and it takes over a whole week within the story. I don't know if that's why they're cutting so much, but whatever. When Liu Kang finally finds Nightwolf, who is one of my all-time favorite characters to play as in the game, I just hope that he's treated well, and it's okay. He's got a very small role. He sets Liu Kang down a vision quest to find out what his spirit animal is. While it's not revealed to us what Liu's spirit animal is, it is revealed that Liu Kang has picked up a new ally in Jade, who I don't trust. Liu does trust her far too quickly, and I'm certain that that's going to come to bite him. Back to Shao Kahn's palace, and Kitana spits in his face. Again, Shao Kahn is not someone anyone should fear. He is just so fully and completely a whiny, complainy, poorly done bad guy. But I feel like I should have saw that coming because everything is poorly done. So why should Shao Kahn be any different? He'd be a real anomaly if he was a well-done bad guy. So, it actually makes sense for him to be done poorly. So Kitana's evil twin sister, Melina, attacks Sonya with no explanation. And I'd call this mud wrestling, but I actually like wrestling way too much to associate anything that's happening in this abomination with something I actually like. So there's mud rolling around happening. This movie is switching between characters and locations way too much, way too often, making it so that you can't really invest in anyone or anything that's happening. Jax is fighting some strange monster that I don't know. Then we must go see Raiden praying about these sacred rules Why do the Elder Gods ask Raiden if he's willing to give up his powers? What does that have to do with anything? When next we see Raiden, his hair has been cut, and I guess he probably... So my theory is that he got offered a better paying role in some other film, but agreed to finish this one, just not looking like the character he's playing. What do I know? Maybe it was a creative choice, but I feel as if this thing lacks creativity, so I'm being extra harsh. Raiden, post-haircut, comes with the extra cheese and believe in yourself nonsense. Raiden tries to open a portal to Outworld, even though Earth and Outworld are combining, so it just really feels stupid to me, but I mean, that's the name of the game. This really feels as if it only is being done to show off that Raiden is losing his powers, like the Elder Gods asked him if he was willing to do. The portal to Outworld looks like trash. Jax says that it looks like a nightmare when they enter Outworld, and I'm certain that he could have been talking about all of this, describing the whole movie looking like a nightmare. I feel as if we need that dude from Star Wars to pop up and say, it's a trap, because Liu Kang coming to the palace to save Kitana 100% feels like a trap. And, well, it's true, it was. There's these attackers for the said trap. They're Barakas, or Tarkatans from the game and Nomads from the cartoon. Liu makes easy work of these guys because that's just what we do here. Nothing has any real relevance. None of the heroes ever take damage. Raiden explains the power of Kitana's love can free her mother's spirit from the clutches of Shao Kahn. Normally, I am all for a Huey Lewis in the News reference, you know, the power of love and Back to the Future and Back in Time, but since I'm not enjoying the movie, it's kind of hard for me to be a fan of this thing that I actually like. It is revealed Jade was a double agent and on the side of Shao Kahn. So what? It was so obvious. Sonya and Jax call out Raiden for having the same tattoo as the bad folk, and then this is when it's laid out that he and Shao Kahn are brothers, and the guy that Shao Kahn has daddy issues with is both their daddy. And, yeah, it's also said that their dad is an elder god. I don't know, that just feels tacked on. I really don't care. None of it matters. I have 2 more pages of notes, but I do not feel like typing them or reading them. Liu Kang has an inner spirit animal fight with Shao Kahn. Liu is like part dragon or some like human dragon hybrid thing. It doesn't matter because it looks so bad they only stay on it for a very short amount of time. And then both guys lose their, I don't know, chi, power, animal crap. And they have a Mortal Kombat human on human fight. And Shao Kahn's not ready for it because he's used to having strength upon strength. The Elder Gods also promote Raiden to his dad's old position as an Elder God. The movie was a complete and utter fail all around. It was a 1 out of 5. So this franchise is a nothing in the all or nothing realm of things. The only thing that watching this really did was it inspired me to want to watch something good Mortal Kombat related. So I'm going to pop on the 4 animated feature-length films in the Mortal Kombat Legends franchise, and over the next few months, those will be the animation celebration videos that come out, and I'm hoping that they are a vast improvement, although how could they not be? Come back on Friday for a Mortal Kombat 1 video game review, which was the thing that prompted this look back at Mortal Kombat Defenders of the Realm and this look back at the live action franchise. Thanks for coming. I hope you enjoyed my review more than I enjoyed watching the movie itself. Later.